active Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in Leo to new moon in Pisces, February 2023. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace. From a professional witch, it's available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box. You can preview it for free by clicking that link. And while you're down there in said description box, you can check out my Patreon. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. My memberships only subscription platform allows me to set different levels for different subscribers to get all sorts of fun and prizes over there. All of my subscribers get a couple of things in common. They get the daily check-ins every morning, unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me. I'm doing it from the couch over there with the laptop, cup of coffee, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And it is honestly my favorite way to start the day. And yes, I know it rhymes, and I kind of like that it rhymes. Thank you very much. They also get all the extended readings. I've done a lot of them over the past bunch of years. So past, present, and future, they have access to all of the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, as well as we're doing a lot of exclusive content, workshops and classes that only they get to participate in, depending on level of subscription. So if you are interested in a deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on my Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Let's try and have fun with this, shall we? I had a lovely break in between readings. Did some breath work, some meditation, got like a 15-minute disco nap. So I am refreshed, renewed, ready, realigned, recharged, and raring to go. So if you are new to the channel, an 8-card draw is just one card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints really about anything. But in this case, a 2-week period, a waning moon from full to new, so that you can get clues, tips, and hints about releasing, letting go, clearing the space. I prefer the language of spiritual alchemy. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold on the periodic table, so the releasing, the transforming, those atoms cannot be created or destroyed, only changed. So that is the alchemical process. Lead being toxic, gold being healthy, etc., etc. Let's look at this timeline. By the way, full moon in Leo on a Sunday, the day of the sun. Leo ruled by the sun. It is a day of success, right? When the moon rides at her peak, then your heart's desire, seek anything that you cast for the full moon, intend whatever you want to go for. You want it to be successful, so it's like a white candle, clear quartz kind of day, right? It just whatever you want to do, fill in the blank. And then it's, oh, by the way, that is February 5th, 1:29 p.m. Eastern. And then it is the letting go, the releasing, the alchemy, the shadow work. Lots of links in the description box about this stuff if you want to go check it out. To the new moon in Pisces. It is a new moon on Monday, and, you know, we'll let the fires dance through the night. I'm totally down. Somebody wake up Simon Lamont. Still so in love with that man, but whatever. The new moon in Pisces, by the way, one would think, plant the seed for a heart's desire, a dream come true. Pisces being very that on February 20th, 2:06 a.m. In between those two dates, we do have some interesting things going on. On February 11th, Mercury goes into Aquarius. So if you have any planets there, you might want to look at that. On the 18th, the sun goes into Pisces, as it's scheduled to do. Happy birthday to the Pisceans and all of that. But then 2 days later, on the 20th, the day of the new moon, on Monday, Venus goes into Aries, which will trine your Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, whoever, whatever. So Look, it's a lot, but there are no retrogrades. We've got going for us. So, you know, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Look for repetitive words in the titles of the videos. I think that's a good way to go. And cross-watchers, you're going to see what the one you are cross-watching for might be going through, letting go, releasing, that you may not be aware of. But if you apply this to yourself as well, the energy, the information that comes through, you will be alchemizing something from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, and helping not just the Sagittarian you're cross-watching for, but every Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign incarnate. I know, it's the quantum or something, whatever. So, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to shift to a more golden timeline for you, for your loved ones, for this planet, for all of life, for the well-being of all. Because that's what's in my contract. The shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. So finally, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. And repetition is the mother of skill. Using the Caroline Mace archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, please, beloved ones, for the mutable fire of the zodiac, the ninth housers and their cross-watchers. What is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra for the Sagittarius and the cross-watcher watching this video, receiving this reading, indicating the alchemy, the shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, dynamic, sending the codes down to the rest of the chakras underneath it, shifting what they attract and what they repel, so they have the opportunity of their own free will to no longer delay what cannot be prevented, to move from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, this full to new. Ooh, the pioneer, so very Sagittarian. The pioneer is a member of the creative family of archetypes, and certainly they are mutable fire. The pioneer here, what's written on the card is the shadow attribute and the light attribute. All archetypes are neutral, so it's a lead to gold ratio or percentage. Now, because of the color of the ink on this thing, of the printing and this lighting, I need this. The shadow attribute represents the lead, the light, the gold. The shadow attribute, compulsive need to keep moving on. I've dated a lot of Sages in this lifetime. Yeah. Well, that was fun. Gotta go right now, right? And they're out the door, which is, you know, hey, you do you. They're hunters. I get it. And gatherers, which you gather in, however. The light attribute, though, remember, this is creative. Passion for doing and creating what's never been done before, which makes you a little freaky-deaky from time to time, but that can be in all sorts of different ways, right? Like, there's a difference between the explorer and the pioneer. You can explore Japanese cuisine, right? You're not pioneering it necessarily. God. But a pioneer, a passion for doing what's never been done before. That is an envelope pusher. That can also be very close to the provocateur archetype, which you can see has its own shadow and light in there. So, for a fire sign, what are you pioneering? And again, it can be anything, inner, outer, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, mystical. So let's keep going. Interesting alchemy, though. And I say it's very Sagittarian because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the expander, right? So expanding the boundaries and where no incarnate soul has ever gone before. So let's get the next 4 chakras down with the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the feminine energy, the internal, spiritual, mental, willpower, and emotional power, because this is where the shadow work begins. Throw chakra minimum choice. You choose to delay or not delay what can't be prevented. And again, the best incentive for me right now is how many times you want to keep coming back to do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, there is a bit of an adventurous feel to this. I call to my goddesses of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, powers of the south, please, beloved goddesses of mutable fire, the archer, the Kentor, the Centaur, that mutable fire of Sagittarius. One card in clarity, please, for the Sagittarius collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. Heart, third eye, crown dynamic. What do they need to be aware of inside the inside to help them alchemize the pioneer from shadow to light, lit to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, this full to new? The star. Yes, when it's a major arcana chakra and a heart, third eye, crown, how like all one chakric zone, second level power. It's all four of them. This is alignment. This is the highest vibrational card in the tarot for me, regardless of what deck I am working with. This is not just hope. This is guidance. This is grace. This is being in alignment with not just the spiritual vibe of it all, but uniting all of that to be the channel of guidance, grace, to follow, right? Yes, of course, wish fulfillment, of course, to wish upon a star, I get that. But with the pioneer, right, whose guidance are you following? Your own, right? Others might not agree, but, that compulsive need to keep moving on can often, be tricky with that too. It's not so much what you do, it's why you do it, and that's really what archetypes are about. So we're going to see what that's about, because obviously the star, you're lit, your star power, you're kind of glowing from the inside out. And I mean, look at the card. I don't know if you can see in this lighting. It's sort of like a light bulb. It is a light bulb, but sort of the wiring inside is the shape of a heart, and it's lit, right? Lit with that starlight, that alignment, that not just feeling and knowing the interior alignment, but getting the inspiration and bringing it down through the chakras into physical form. Interesting. Let's look at them lower three chakras, the physical world. Stepping out, looking at yourself horizontally from the outside in, or from the inside out, looking at people, places, and or things. Lower three chakras are relationships in the world, relationship to yourself, relationship to other people, relationship to money, sex, power, relationship to groups, circles of friends, your own physical body. Let's ask them. Please take a nice deep breath. Thank you, Melchior. Still point. Yeah, here we go. As I call to my gods of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, powers of the south, please, beloved gods of mutable fire, one card in clarity for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, a piece of clarity. What do they need to know? Lower three chakras, inside out, outside in, relationships in the world to help them alchemize the pioneer archetype from shadow to light, lit to gold, pain to peace, the star on the inner, what you got for them on the outer, this full to new. Ooh, the hanged man. Ooh, major arcana on the inner, major arcana on the outer, just like this one's all heart, third eye, crown. This is all sacrum, root, sacrum, solar plexus. You have got yourself a major thing going on here. Now, there is a sacrifice required. Maybe your point of view. Maybe you have to let go of something, but it is a voluntary sacrifice. Although this is Prometheus bound, the mythic tarot. Yeah, he stole fire. Well, he was a Titan. He's older than the Olympians. He was like, what are you doing? Give me that. It snuck in. Got caught. Still gave it to man, so that man, humanity would not be as dependent upon the gods. The gods did not like that. They hung him upside down from a rock. Had a vulture pick out his immortal liver, so it grew back every day. A sacrifice. Now that's a bit gruesome, granted, an immortal being, but a Titan nonetheless. He was eventually, Prometheus unbound, eventually he was let go. Family. But you might be more familiar with Odin plucking out his eye, hanging upside down on Yggdrasil, the world tree, to get the runes, other cash and prizes, right? A sacrifice was made, seeing this differently. And that's the thing, if your usual gig is taken off once you found the thing, right? Well, oh, hi, Melchior. Hi, sweetheart. We manifested a Taurus cat. Hey, baby, will you chill, please? Please, a little bit. You've been very active today. Compulsive need to keep moving on. Well, anything compulsive sort of indicates that there is some surrender. needing that, you know what I mean, to remedy that, to heal that, some grace going on there. And look, you know, if it's to get inspiration, it is a creative family archetype. If you're pioneering something that's never been done before, this is the best way to go. Don't expect everybody else to like it, though. The people who love you and care about you will probably be scared shitless, because, you know, but we've never done that before. It's like, well, yeah, I know, that's why I'm doing it, right? Fun, Saggies, I like this, but what's the check, right? What's the bill? Well, let's keep going. The healing mantra deck by Matt Kahn's healing mantra deck. Little something to help align this, particularly because bringing yourself into alignment on the inner, while maybe hitting the pause button on the outer, not so much the hermit card, but really voluntarily seeing things differently, or surrendering, this will certainly help. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Fourth card down. I call to the ascended masters of creation and creativity, because again, we've had like a lot of creative family archetypes in this series this time around. So please, beloved ascended masters of creation and creativity, one card in clarity. The perfect healing mantra for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers watching this video, receiving this reading to help them alchemize. The pioneer from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, star on the inner, hanged man on the outer. This full to new. Rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. Yes, very Sagittarian. Now look, the subconscious has got all sorts of going on, and really this card represents the subconscious, the world behind your eyes. Oh, you know some of what's in there, but you don't know all of what's in there, right? So you cross that into the unconscious, like going from the upper world through the river Styx, the subconscious, to the unconscious world, the underworld, Elysia and Tartarus and all of that jazz. Sorry, the garbage truck is here, but I have those ocean sounds in the background now playing. It usually muffles it out. We'll see how it goes in edits. I think we're going to keep going. So, the more you embrace feeling good, the less often you will feel bad. There is a built-in mnemonic device, a memory way of remembering that. This is one of my favorites, but you know, sure, when you're feeling good, it's nice to remember, but don't beat yourself up when you're not feeling good and try and force yourself into it, because that's not good. That just stuffs the shadow even more, at least in my experience. Rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad, smell bad. When the subconscious is rewritten, you are able to feel good on a regular basis, regardless of the way life unfolds. That's pretty much every Sagittarian that I've met, depending on what was going on that evening. In rewriting the subconscious, you reverse the gravitational pull of conditioning to become more familiar with the virtues of goodness. I mean, that's defying gravity. That is like superhero territory, right? To reverse the gravitational pull of societal conditioning, ancestral patterning, right? Stuff that's been going on for thousands of years, passed down, right? In all sorts of ways. To reverse that, that's huge. And it's very Sagittarian. That's very pioneering, right? As goodness becomes more known, the opposite vibration of negativity can become a less frequent visitor in your reality. So we're not looking for 24/7, 365, always feeling good. I don't think that exists for everybody, at least not in this overtone of this dimension, right, that we're in. Whatever in the third dimension, moving in through the fourth, anchoring the fifth as we go. So, you know, this is a good thing for a Sag. This mantra is ideal for relieving guilt, releasing shame, and finding joy in new beginnings. Which one would think a pioneer would do that? But again, you have a compulsive need to keep moving on, which, you know, I get. Mutable fire. It does make sense. So, 4 cards down, 4 cards to go. Look, I just did math. So let's ask the higher selves of all involved with the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelo Hartfield. We're also using her Whispers of Lord Ganesh to help remove the obstacles, the three atoms between lead and gold for the Pioneer, for the Sages and the Cross Watchers. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, okay. So I call upon the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. Because there are probably other people involved in this in a general read. What is the whisper of love, beloved higher selves? The piece of information, inspiration, insight most needed by the Sagittarian Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Cross Watchers watching this video, receiving this reading to help them alchemize. What do they need to know? The Pioneer from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, hell to heaven, perdition to paradise, star on the inner, hangman on the outer, rewriting the subconscious, which is certainly about, I gotta look at this differently if I want to embrace feeling good, and less often I will feel bad. So the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power. What do you got for him this full to new? Consider your foundations. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Gee, with a compulsive need to keep moving on and hanged man while you're freaking lit from the inside. Choices. See what I mean? You can put it off. Sure, you can delay it. You can do the same old compulsive thing you always do. And so does everybody else since, you know, Og hit grog with a club, right? Right? BC. This is a real opportunity for you to do something you've never done before, but maybe no one's ever done before. And so, of course, you're going to consider your foundations. You want to do that anyway. Like, how much do I really want to do this? But it's about how committed are you to love. And that means if it's like, no, this feels wrong, I'm not doing this, then you sacrifice the opportunity. What you gain out of that is now you know. Now you know it wasn't for you. I don't feel like that's the case, but I think, you know, the more you're tuning yourself and saying, no, this feels good, like an archer, a hunter in the forest, right? Like, you know, this feels good, right? So your lower 3 chakra intuition might very well engage that way, but you might need to step back, right, and see things differently. Don't crack up. Bend your brain. See both sides. Throw off your mental chains. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman. I'm telling you, look up Findhorn, Scotland. Findhorn Press. I had no idea they were making divination systems, let alone this gem. The book is amazing. There's so much in it. Just going to read a little bit from the bookie book. But each one of these is a different archangel. The archangelic pantheon is a bit higher than the guardian angels, the higher selves of all involved. They're like arcs of them. It's a long story. So everybody's connected to one, as well as every situation is assigned to one. So let's see what they can do to help you out. If you call upon them like all the other angels, they don't just show up. They don't intervene without the invitation. Please take a nice deep breath. They're cool like that. Still point. As I call to the pantheons of archangels, beloved arcs of angels, reason, season, lifetime, all categories, all covered, galactic, universal, etc. Please, beloved ones, one card in clarity. Who's in charge of this Sagittarian Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sign, and Crosswatcher? The archetypal thing here going on. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your message to help them alchemize the Pioneer from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy? Woo, really, from entrapment to freedom, right? Imprisonment to freedom, with the star on the inner, hanged man on the outer, rewriting the subconscious and considering their foundations as they go. This full to new, February 2023, Cassiel. Now, we've had this one before. Cassiel, it's the newest member of the Drawing the Circle Productions divinatory team. I mean, our coffee breaks are very interesting. Interestingly enough, considering they don't talk, they say an awful lot. Card number 4, Serenity. Serenity now! Sorry. We lived through the 90s. What do you want? I saw some Seinfeld along the way. Card number 40. I mean, immediately what comes to my mind is a serenity prayer, which, you know, I have my own version of. Card number 4, Cassiel. The angel of serenity, solitude, and temperance. Cassiel's name means God is my cover. And this gentle angel can help you find great strength in your solitude. Well, that could be the hangman right there, right? Getting into the higher altitudes on the inner by being a pioneer. Yeah. When life gets on top of us and we feel overwhelmed, Cassiel reminds us of the importance of taking time out. She also helps us honor our boundaries and to say no when we need to. Cassiel's message is that it's okay to put yourself first so you don't become drained. Now, come on, who's raised with that? I wasn't raised with that at all. I'm the youngest of 4, man. They let me juggle knives. They were really busy. Let me read tarot and more. So, you know, I'm the witch of the family and the gay of the family. So, you know, I kind of spent a lot of solitude time. I still do to this day. So I get that, right? The message, spend some much needed time alone in quiet solitude to rest and recharge. Honor your emotions and be gentle with yourself. No, I get that, right? It's like if something feels off, lower 3 chakras, don't do it, right? Or at least say, all right, maybe I need a nap. That's fine. But when something does feel good and say, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do about this, all right, hangman, I don't know what this is, but something feels good. I'm just going to embrace it. It's feeling good, right? I'm find serenity. I mean, here's my version on a good day of the serenity prayer. Oh God, Goddess, Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, this great spirit, the pregnant void, the mother of all source. Grant me the serenity to accept the chaos, the crazy of what I cannot change. The courage to change the things I am. Cœur, the French word for the heart. Go inside and see this differently, change the things I can, and give me the wisdom to know the difference, right? It can be very, very heartfelt in that way. And then there is a surrender of that, and there is, in a sense, a sacrifice. The true meaning of the word sacrifice is to make something sacred. Hand it over. Embrace feeling good, right? Consider your foundations, and you can do this in serenity, right? So maybe there's a getting away from people on this one for a little bit. Let's keep going. 2 more cards left, but like I said, Whispers of Lord Ganesh. The deck is gorgeous. The book is really well written. And I love him. I love Lord Ganesh if you're unfamiliar with Ganesh, or in this case, Ganesha. The Hindu god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. I've never seen him portrayed any other way than with the head of an elephant, and he's lovely. I love elephants. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Here we go. All right. Call to the beloved Lord Ganesh. My heart just went, wow. Please, beloved God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading to help them remove the obstacles, the 3 atoms, doing the alchemy for the pioneer in the 8th chakra, from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, star on the inner, hangman on the outer, rewriting the subconscious, considering their foundations with serenity and the help, asking Cassiel, serenity now! What have you got for them, please, to help them do this alchemy, this full to new with 2 cards. Ooh, close. That means you got a couple other options here, but this is the one. Achievement. You will achieve this. A creative achievement. You will achieve this. Now, what I love about this is Ganesh with his 2 wives, Siddhi and Riddhi. I forget which one is which. I'll read it in the bookie book, right? Success and prosperity. But doing that in balance, in space balance, is not the easiest thing in the world. And, 42. Oh, it's number 42. Life, universe, everything, really. What's the question? I don't know. Let's write a book about it. Achievement. Ready? Breathe this in. Card number 42, achievement. You are surrounded by abundance and prosperity, luxury and quality, prestige and sophistication. Very sophisticated. Value and elegance. Okay. Many stories relate that Ganesha has two wives, Siddhi, S-I-D-D-H-I, success, and Riddhi, R-I-D-D-H-I, prosperity. The symbolism of these two women indicates that if you walk on the path set by Ganesha, success and prosperity are guaranteed to always be by your side. Oh, I like this. Is a really cool card. This is a good way to remove obstacles. The search for material success seldom brings with it achievement of spiritual goals. True. You prostitute the crap out of yourself. Just negotiate your soul away until you're just burnt and exhausted. Ganesha wishes you to realize that by actively developing your spirituality and consciously working with the divine, you will experience positive flow-on effects in all areas of your existence, right? Take care of the roots of the tree. The fruit tends to take care of its own. When you stay... said the fruit. When you stay connected to your spiritual nature, you have a more serene mind. Develop an accepting perception of yourself. This attitude will help your heart open to spiritual matters. A high level of self-mastery coupled with a high ethical practice will increase the likelihood of enjoying material success. As more people discover the rewards of a more dynamic and fulfilling spiritual life, this success will become the norm in society and not an exception for a few eccentric individuals. I'm one of those few eccentric individuals. Where'd I go? The more relationships among human beings develop into true kinship, the more humanity can achieve beyond the present limits of knowledge and material measures of success. This is definitely, we need more pioneers doing this. Become part of a brotherhood governed by love, working towards building a happier, more loving and productive global society. We need pioneers like that. For a reason, a season, or a lifetime, whatever you are releasing here could very well be a blessing on all of life, because you never know, right? It's like, what? Because it's such a little thing, and then it, like, changes everything. Like an atom splitting. Whoopsie. Whoopsie dipsy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. What does this button do? Okay. Yeah. Can't believe I just Dexter's labbed us, but I'm not that shocked. Let's get our last card down. Dee The Blessed Be. Our last card down. The Gold Within the Lead. The Hidden Blessing. Blessed Be by Lucy Cavendish. The prayers are unbelievably well written, which is why we do them for real. Particularly shadow reads that go into these with a little bit more fun, a little bit more perhaps entertainment value, because they're shadow reads. You know, they're usually tricky, but you know, I think this is a solo gig for you, no matter what anybody else is doing here. And sometimes considering your foundations when it comes to your spiritual path and your achievement of the physical material stuff too, is sometimes really looking at the foundations of family, tribal, society, you know, conditioning. But you have the opportunity to break through those G forces, which are often guilt forces, just saying. See what the pantheons of all pantheons have to say, considering this could have a global effect. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Last card down. As I call to the beloved pantheons of all pantheons, a delegation, please, from all traditions, lineages, and cultures. One card in clarity, beloved ones, for the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the gold hidden within the lead? Should they do the alchemy to the best of their ability? Shifting the shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, the hidden blessing already in play. Pioneer in the 8th star in the inner, Hangman on the outer, rewriting the subconscious, considering their foundation with serenity and achievement. The gold within the lead, the hidden blessing, the light at the end of the tunnel for them, please. What do you got for them? Leave the card in my hand for the Sagittarius Collective and Cross Watchers. This full to new, February 2023. A blessing to heal a relationship. All right. I'm just going to take this before we look at it as a one-on-one. Could be family. Could be relationship with yourself. Although he is sitting here with his 2 wives. So let's see how this rolls out, right? Autobots, let's roll out. Card number 28. Now I gotta say, blessing to heal a relationship. She's looking all Ophelia. I want to like resting her head next to some skulls and a raven. It's a little bit of a mixed message fashion-wise, I'm gonna say. It is sort of fuck around and find out. Card number 28. Let's go. He went there. No, I'm all about feminine power, darling. Dress for the life you want. Card number 28. Let's do these for real. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheons, please transmit. Here we go. Card number 28. A blessing to heal a relationship. A blessing to aid you when a relationship seems to be a struggle and you cannot find a way to mend your torn heart. This blessing is yours, a charge of energy with which you can reweave the threads that once gently held you in suspended relationship. Once there was understanding and intimacy, ease and comfort, but for a while now there may have been trouble and discord, a sense of displeasure that stains the days, making the time you spend together uncomfortable and self-conscious. So, take now this blessing and pour it upon the troubled waters between you. Where there is an uneasiness, let the expression of what causes this be found. And if it be found within each other, let a gentle disentanglement begin until the source is discovered and cured, without strain and blame, taking time and space. Let your hands reach out, one to the other, and feel the warmth of your humanity pulsing through the blood beneath the skin until the comfort of each other heals the coldness that has come between you. Let you begin to speak from the heart, flowing and strong, even if the voice that sends the words forth seems to choke within your throat at first. Let understanding begin to glimmer and grow, and the willingness to give and the openness to receive be explored, pioneered, until the hearts that lie within you both open up and bloom within the new care and tenderness with which you agree to hold each other's most cherished dreams and hopes. Let words soft and true fall between you until you begin to trust and arise from the bed of nails that you have each slept in since this disharmony came between you. Blessed be. Makes sense. For the well-being of all, with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. Blessed be. So let it be. So it is. Makes sense. Pioneer. People in the family got to follow your guidance. You got to surrender something here. Feeling good as best you can. Rewriting, considering your foundations in a serene space to achieve what you want to achieve while healing this relationship. It's a lot. If it made sense, if it helped, please hit the thumbs up, the like button. At this point, all it does is help other people find the reading. So help other people find the reading. I appreciate it. If you want more of me here on YouTube, just subscribe, hit that notification bell, and all the other YouTube-y things. Comment if you feel it. And come Patreon on Patreon if you want to check it out. Really, I wouldn't lie. I don't lie. It's been lied to too much. I don't lie. I'll tell you straight up, I love it over there. It's a lot of fun. We're doing a lot of cool stuff there, and at the time of this recording, we have launched the Witch Archetype Workshop over there, and yeah, go check it out. And if you want to book me for a private reading, I do TikTok clients around the world now with Zoom and all that stuff, so there's a link in the description box, booking a reading with Mal, and video here on YouTube that explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal, but were afraid to ask, and maybe give you a little bit of a higher, deeper way of looking at this if you want to talk about the actual relationship being healed. Otherwise, what more can I say, and what could be more important than hang in there? I believe in you. You can heal this. Take the time out. Do what you got to do. Rewrite that subconscious. And I love you. Heal. hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.